So next up, I'm going to take this power cable off the car, close the hood. We're pretty much done up here for now. And then it's time to get the car on jack stands. Some of you may be interested in seeing how the hell do you actually get the car a jack under that with the wide body and the lower side skirts. I actually have a little trick that I do. I don't know if this is how everyone else does it, but it worked pretty well for me, so I might as well share it. Actually is related to the factory jack. You can use that to start jacking it up, and then you can then transfer a floor jack under it and continue jacking the rest of the way up. So I don't have any fancy jacks or anything like that, so the way I normally do this is set it all up in the four corners. The nice thing about the car being mid-engine is, since the weight's so close to the rear, you know, right here, either or of where you place the one of the jacks, it tends to lift up both the front and the rear regardless. So what I end up doing is I place this guy on the rear jack point.
A few moments later.
Yeah. Yep, got it on there. It's a little tricky with my broken hand, but yeah, so basically, as you see, as I'm tightening it, not just the rear's going up, both of them are going up. So once you have this up quite a bit, you should be able to take this jack, floor jack, I might jack it up just a little more so when it starts going up, it doesn't touch the bottom of the kit. There you go. Better. So next up, I gotta find the jack point, which is right here. It doesn't get close, but it makes contact. I should check to see on the other side if it's on. Yeah. So if I go up,
A few minutes later.
I can pull this guy out. So what I normally do is I jack it up until I can get them in their lowest setting. So right there. There. Bring it down. All right. I'll then eventually come back to this side and just bit by bit increase it until the car's high enough that I can get under it.
15 minutes later.
Yeah. There you go. Alright, so the car's on jack stands. I'm gonna do another little, yeah, that's pretty stable. So, battery's disconnected, car's on jack stands. I'm gonna take the wheels off next, just to give me a little more clearance if I'm, you know, working in the engine side or trying to get the, I know I have to take the oil pan out, so when I previously skimmed it, so just to get to the filter and stuff easier, I'm going to take all this stuff off. Whatever will make my life easier.
A few moments later.
Alright, so I've got the NSX up on jack stands. I took the wheels off just to give more clearance and working space as I'm doing stuff on the car. Basically, I then started reading the instructions, and it's kind of like what I was thinking. We're gonna start removing stuff. Basically, we already did disconnecting the battery from the vehicle. So I disconnected the negative, so that's disconnected. Then it's telling you to start removing some of the rear subframe components. For me, I have one added step because I have my Market Hills rear diffuser, which blocks some of the components that I need to get to. I'm gonna have to take this off first. Then I can remove these rods, this beam, this bottom beam, and they also call out removing rod B back here. You also have to remove the transmission shift lever and linkages from the transmission, and then basically removing the exhaust system. So let me see what else. I think there's a typo here. It says remove rear engine mount from engine and transmission, but it doesn't say anything about the front one, which is the obvious one that has to be removed, I think, to get the well, maybe not. For some reason they say to remove the rear engine mount from the engine and transmission. I'm not sure if that's really true, but I would assume so.
A few moments later.
I'm gonna start on just removing the diffuser and start taking some of these components, and I think that's all I'm gonna be doing for today. And then maybe I'll do the airbox, exhaust manifold, and yada yada tomorrow. But yeah, so I guess let's work on that then. So I have these little cardboard things that I use to lay down on the floor. This one's already kind of dirty, but it's better than just laying on the ground, in my opinion. So what I do is put this here. So first things first, I'm gonna remove the 2 rear Phillips screws, which I think I can use this. And then I think it's a 10 mil for the Market Hills. This is for the Market Hills diffuser. I think this is what I need. I'll take deep socket as well. Let's see how this works. First things first, remove this guy. Oh, okay. I thought this may have used nuts. I guess it doesn't. So as you can see, I got the car high enough that I can literally almost be on my side and be under the car, which in my opinion makes some of this stuff easier to work on. Being on your back all the time kind of sucks. All right. One more bolt. And then there's actually some custom brackets I made, or that come with the kit, but you can modify them for the exhaust. At least I modified them to so my exhaust works with them. Might need a shorter screwdriver. I have a shorty that I can use for that. Should be. It's probably in this. All right. Nice little ratcheting tool that I can use to basically take this guy off. I need to sit down. So one thing I did is I actually bought titanium bolts. I know you guys are gonna think I'm crazy, but I bought some titanium bolts. Reason being is I was tired of dealing with rusted bolts. Like, I think everyone knows the struggle of having a bolt that's either rusted on, doesn't want to release, gets stripped, and you gotta drill it, or PB blast it and sit there for a while. So I said, screw it. I don't want to deal with any of that crap anymore. So I just decided to buy some titanium bolts for the exhaust system. So hopefully when I take it apart, it's going to be a very easy process for me. All right. So the diffuser is on. Well, there you go. So that's the diffuser. Kind of sucks that it fell, but it's not too bad. one thing is, you probably can see, it is extremely dirty. A little blemish there, oh well.